Alright, we're back. Welcome to part 12 of Super Metroid Redesign Axeil Edition final iteration. We are halfway through Turian and into the Metroids that are all over the place. Because all they like to do is latch onto you and drain your energy. Oh, really? An ammo check before the feeding pit? Oh, Drew, why? Alright, so... And there's nothing we can do here, so I'm actually going to save before I enter the feeding pit because I don't feel like going through this room of Metroids again. I believe MST considers this a lost cause. Alright, into the feeding pit we go. So, you remember how aggressive the Metroids were before the feeding pit? Yeah, they're a lot more aggressive in it. Come on, where's the other one? Where's the other one? Why isn't there a... Oh, are you kidding me? I got the spawn timer off again. They also thaw a hell of a lot faster in the feeding pit. Yes, the purple doors replace both Ghidorahs and yellow doors. There are no powerbomb doors in Redesign. That should be enough to open the door. Okay. Alright. Feeding pit room. Well, not quite two. Next is the first 3 Metroid room in the feeding pit, so I'm going to save first. Thankfully, you can leave the feeding pit at any time you've killed all the Metroids in the room. Also, thankfully, starting in 1.52, the sledge has been extended, because if it hadn't, you would go careening into that death laser right there and, you know, instantly die, because it's a death laser. Oh, I haven't shown that off yet, so I'm going to save and then I'll show it off. Because, yeah. Good on ammo, so I don't need to go all the way back to the ammo refill station just yet. Because supers are useless against Metroids. The rate of fire is entirely too slow. But in case you're wondering, whatever happens if you hit a death laser... That. So don't touch them. Because there's no way, once you go anywhere near one, it will actually pull you into it and just instantly drain your health. Yep. Alright, so time for the third Metroid room in the feeding pit. So this is the first 3 Metroid room. Also, as you notice, the Metroids come out of their little stun from getting bombed off much quicker. Are you kidding me? Okay. There we go. Alright. Got that one down. Into the next room. The level design really does not lend well to fighting Metroids because they very frequently like to hide in the walls. And makes it very difficult to actually, you know, kill them proper. Alright, conveniently, here we have a kind of a shortcut back to the area, but because of that death laser there, we can't get to the save point quickly. Actually, could we? Would require an annoying amount of backtrack or circling around. So, we're just going to continue forward. I don't know. Because he wanted Turian to be difficult, and he views them as a puzzle. Because the way to fight the Metroids in Turian is completely antithetical to how you would fight Metroids in any other Metroid hack. Right, come on, I know there's 3 of you. There you are. Oh, crap. Ugh. And this is why 3 Metroid rooms suck. Because if you don't kill the 3rd one fast enough, they respawn. Oh. No. Kidding me? See, in order to fight the Metroids in Turian, you have to let them latch onto you so you can stun them. And we're gonna die. We're gonna die because I can't... Oh! Wow, I actually did it. Okay. That was surprising. I don't remember if the next room's a Metroid room or not, so I'm backtracking to save and refill. But yeah, that's the problem with the Metroids, or the Metroid rooms in Axeil, especially the feeding rooms, because they unfreeze really quickly, they like to sit just inside of a wall or just out of range of your missiles, so that when you freeze them, it requires repositioning to actually kill them. I'm still always afraid going through that door just because of that pit. I'm actually going all the way back to the ammo refill station as well. I want to make sure I have full missiles for the next segment. Thankfully, even though ScrewAttack doesn't work on these guys, Speed Booster does. No, it was not. Okay. So now that we're through there, we have the feeding pit completed and saved. Well, actually, except for that last room. Like I said, I can't remember if that last room is a Metroid room or not. I don't think it is. Alright. This is not a Metroid room. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the giant side hopper room. And the giant side hoppers knock you out of your space jump. And I believe they're... yeah, they still die to supers. 5 supers. Well, the small ones die to plasma shots, but the large ones take 5 supers to kill. Oh. Welcome from Brazil. Hope you enjoy. Oh, jeez. Alright, and through here, it's everybody's favorite moment. It's the baby. And in case you're wondering, there is no way to skip the baby, because those blocks there are actually not breakable until after the baby cutscene completes. See? And not only that, they're actually power bomb blocks. Alright, now we get to the fun part. Because I need to find an energy recharge station before I die. And I can't go that way for it. That leads back to the entrance of the feeding pit. Up here? Okay, yeah. Here we have save point and energy recharge. And ammo recharge. Alright, so let's go ahead and save, because, yeah. And down here, we have one last room that we can't do anything with, yet. We'll be dealing with that room in just a minute. Well, we can't go through there either. So now, you might be wondering, what do we do? Well, what we do is we actually head back to the baby room. And... or actually, no. Before we go to the baby room, we need to go into here. And you see that little crack right there? That very unassuming crack? Yeah, it's a super block. And if I can aim... break it. And by the way, if you went down that little pit, or if you went too far to the right, it would drop you out of this morph tunnel and you'd have to start over. But as you can see, this takes us around the... this takes us around and to here, where we get behind the death laser. And that one death laser is very important, because now if you look at the map, everything just lit up. Because that one death laser controls a lot, or that one Zepatite controls a lot of death lasers. And that brings us to this room. Can't open that from here. But each of these death lasers corresponds to one of the question mark rooms shown on the map. So we have to make our way all the way back around, and this is the final part of Turian, the laser hunt, or the Zeb hunt, I should say. So let's go ahead and refill. I mean, I will give him credit. The idea of this Turian is actually really cool, and it would be a phenomenal hack by itself. Just exploring Turian and stealthing your way through the different segments to unlock different areas. But to have it at the end of a hack that's already... I mean, I've already spent 6 hours on this hack, just coming into this video. Actually, 7 hours, technically, if you think about it. Because it's 2 full... I spent 3 hours week 1, getting up to Gravity Suit and Phantoon. 3 more hours week 2, getting to killing Dragon and getting back to Ridley after getting all the major upgrades. And now here we are, almost an hour and a half into Turian, and I'm only just through the first 2/3 of it, basically. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. And actually, before we head back into Turian proper, I want to get back to the baby room, because there's one of the rooms that's actually gotten through this way. So we need to Shine Spark here, and up we go. There's no real indication of this, or that this is where you're supposed to go. And here... Actually, do I go through here yet? breaks these lasers. But that's not the only thing that we have to do here. Because we also need to come down to here. Speed booster? Oh, right, that's what I need to charge a Shine Spark here. Oh, come on. Charge the spark, Samus, please. Okay. Now that we have a Shine Spark, break this. And we have 2 super blocks here. And we have a nice little hidden morph tunnel. I don't remember if I'm actually supposed to be going down here yet. I might need to come back to this later. So this takes us into the big death laser room, and I can't do this just yet. I need to come back. Whoops. Alright, so once I clear those those lasers, I will be coming back to this room via that same pathway. So let's go ahead and refill and save, because, yeah, it's time to go hauling ass back around Turian. Now, in the original 1.0 version of Redesign, or of Axeil, I should say, the there is a way to do a Shine Spark equivalent in Samus Returns. Lay a power bomb while in Spider Ball. But anyway, in the 1.0 version of Axeil Edition, the outer or the crawl around Turian to clear out all the remaining Zebatites, you had to do it in a specific order. In 1.4, you don't have to. You just have to do them as you come across them. And since we killed the central Zeb, that clears out a lot of the death lasers. Now, they're not all gone, as you saw. But enough of them are gone that traversing around this Turian is a lot easier. Alright, that's one down. Oh, actually, this is another one that we can do. I think this is what we can do. Is this? Well, we'll find out. Ah, yes, this is not the one that I thought it was. This was to access Feeding Pit. So this is not the one that we can do yet, or that we can do, because we already did it. Hello, welcome back. Alright, so now the problem is just remembering all the different places that you have to go to. Ow. Oh, here's one. Okay, so down here. Alright, so this was the room that I said we had to come back to before because there was a death laser here that I couldn't break, or that I couldn't get through. Actually, are these... These are shot blocks, aren't they? Yep, they're shot blocks. Power bombs don't break shot blocks. I don't know what hack I'm going to do next. I haven't really... This is the first Metroid hack I've played in almost a year, so... XFusion's not out yet, so XFusion will be out when Metaquarius decides it's done. And who knows when that'll be, because he doesn't have other people beta test. He does everything himself. I mean, the man's incredibly talented, but yeah. Anyway. Alright, so now that we've killed another... Well, actually, that was not one of the main Death Laser Zebatites. That was just 2 Zebs I needed to kill to access one of the main Death Laser Zebatites. Yeah, we'll talk to MST about that when that eventually doesn't ever happen. Also, it's about, what is it, 14 years too early for Fear. XFusion is a hack that's been in development by Metaquarius, who is the creator of both Z Factor and Y Faster. And it's basically taking Super Metroid and porting a lot of aspects of Fusion into it. Can't go up there yet. First, I have to go through here, and this was the room that was mentioned earlier about there being a Metroid. Surprise, surprise. Fortunately, there's only one Metroid. Normally that Metroid actually grabs me, but I actually... it surprised me I actually got him first. Alright. So that is quite a few of them down. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Wow, really? 5? And I need an ammo refill, which is good because this also brings me to the access point of the next set of Zebs. Alright, yeah, it'll be quicker to go this way and circle around. Try not to waste ammo, and I end up wasting ammo anyway as they keep regenerating. Now, it's a good thing I cleared out these Metroid rooms earlier, so I don't have to fight them now. ScrewAttack in Axeil is activated by holding the run button while somersaulting. So if you do not hold the run button, you just go normal, but as soon as you hold the run button, you go flying forward in ScrewAttack. It's generally never correct to not be holding the run button, which makes ScrewAttack somewhat of a liability when it comes to pirates, because you can't kill pirates, or you can't kill Turian pirates with ScrewAttack. They just knock you out of it and you take damage. And while you are in invulnerability frames, you cannot activate ScrewAttack, so that can cause you to take even more damage. Alright, so I don't think I can go up there. Yeah, I can't go up there yet, because I believe that's part of the escape. It's either part of the escape, or it's a door I haven't accessed the other side of yet. Ow. Alright, now we need to... Let's see. So those are the last two Zepatites. And as nice as it is to have the door connection shown on the minimap, they don't tell you everything. Like, they don't tell you which way a particular entrance will take you. Alright, I don't actually want to be going this way. Well, no, I want to go this way because I want to pick up the, health from the health recharge. 2.5 energy tanks is not that great. Alright, through here, and we'll go down and around first. I cannot get to the last one from here. I need to go back around. That I don't honestly know. I'm not very familiar with Metroid hacking. I just play the ROM hacks. I don't actually do hacking myself. Alright. Last one. And we're just going to take this shortcut back to the center area. Oh, right, I can't break that from here. I mean, it's a valid question, just can't answer it for you, unfortunately. Okay, so we have cleared out all but one of the death lasers, which now we're going to go back to... Oh, wait, yeah, I need to go this way, because I can't go there from below, or from the top level. Thankfully, the blocks stay gone, so I can just go up through here. Unfortunately, the super blocks here respawn, but that's fine. Alright, back through this little passageway again. Alright, so now as you can see, all the death lasers are gone except for that last one there. And to break that last one, we have to come down here, bomb out this block so that we can unmorph. And this Zebetite right here clears the very last one. And of course, it wouldn't be redesigned without one last ammo check. Now, through there leads to Mother Brain. We're gonna save that for the next video. So, whoops, not this one. Alright, so I'm going to make a save here, and that is going to be it for this video, so stay tuned. I'll be right back in just a few minutes with the final part of this series, hopefully. Stay tuned.